Kootenai County Sheriff's Office provided an update late Sunday night on the fire and shooting that happened on Canfield Mountain. Preliminary information indicates the man found dead on the mountain was the shooter, based on trajectory and the types of weapons found on the scene, according to law enforcement. Kootenai County Sheriff Bob Norris said he was the only shooter. The identity of the shooter has not been released, pending the coroner's investigation. There is also no description of the suspect. The body was removed from the scene because of the fire the sheriff's office said was set by the suspect. The names of the two firefighters killed have also not been released. Norris said one of the firefighters was a Coeur d'Alene City firefighter and the other from Kootenai County Fire and Rescue. The surviving firefighter had just gotten out of surgery and is in stable condition but fighting for his life, according to Norris. Update, 1:00 p.m. Idaho Governor Brad Little has ordered U.S. flags and state of Idaho flags be lowered to half-staff to honor the firefighters killed in the attack. The entire state of Idaho grieves the profound loss of the firefighters killed in the shocking ambush in North Idaho, wrote Little in a statement. All of our public safety officers, especially our firefighters, bravely confront danger on a daily basis. But we have never seen a heinous act of violence like this on our firefighters before. This is not Idaho. This indescribable loss is felt deeply by all those in the firefighting community and beyond.
Tonight, Idaho authorities identifying 20-year-old Wes Valroli as the suspect they say deliberately ignited a brush fire before then shooting at responding firefighters in a violent ambush attack.
We do have some social media presence. Here's some of his social media postings that were recently removed from social media. We have not been able to find any manifesto.
The sheriff saying Rowley was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound after an hours-long standoff Sunday at a popular hiking and recreation area in Coeur d'Alene, with more than 300 law enforcement personnel, including the FBI, responding.
Everybody shot up here. Law enforcement, code 3 now up here.
Authorities saying firefighter engineer Dave Tisdale was injured and 2 battalion chiefs were killed. John Morrison and Frank Harwood, a 17-year veteran of Kootenai County Fire and Rescue.
This is an unimaginable tragedy. A husband, a father, champion of the fire service, somebody who cared about his people.
Fire Chief Christopher Way says 20 local firefighters responded to the initial call, describing the harrowing moments after the suspect opened fire.
Some hid behind trees in wooded areas. Some actually climbed up higher on the mountain. I know one crew hid behind a fire truck for protection.
It's terrifying.
Very terrifying.
Tonight, authorities say they're still trying to piece together a motive. Rowley's grandfather telling NBC News that something must have snapped for his grandson to commit this crime, saying Rowley had been in contact with the fire department for a job and that he wanted to be part of a team that he sort of idolized, adding maybe he got rejected or something. Do you believe that the suspect potentially wanting to be a firefighter was a motive here?
You know, we just don't know. That is certainly a dynamic that we're looking into.
Tonight, this tight-knit town left shaken and searching for answers as they step up to support their heroic first responders.
I woke up to a phone call this morning from my brother, and he was like, dude, you're not going to believe this. I said, what? And he said, your roommate's name was Wes Raleigh, right? And I said, yeah. And he sent me the picture of him, and I read the news. Honestly, I was just freaking out really bad. My mom was freaking out. My whole family met him, and they've talked to him, and it's scary because, I don't know, he could have flipped at any time and did that to us or my family. And I can't believe what he did. I mean, that is an absolutely disgusting thing to do. You know, my heart goes out to those firefighters' families because I respect law enforcement and firefighters especially. Towards the end, he started acting a little weird, and I don't know why, but, you know, we just explained to him we needed our own space. And our family's growing, you know, and so, and I just didn't like the whole incident with the gang signs and stuff like that. I don't want, my kids come here on the weekends and I don't want them around anything like that. I mean, he left peacefully, you know, he didn't say anything harmful to us. He just left.
The tragic shooting of 2 Idaho firefighters on Sunday has left many questioning what could possibly be the motive for such a heinous act. But one theory has gripped the internet. In the afternoon on June 29th, first responders were called to a small but active brush fire on the east side of Canfield Mountain near Coeur, Idaho. As fire crews moved in to tackle the blaze around 2 p.m., bullets suddenly rained down, fired by an unknown assailant hiding in the woods, officials said. The grisly scene was captured in harrowing 911 audio as firefighters were pinned down by the crazed shooter.
There's an active shooter at a fire. There's potentially 2 battalion chiefs down. They're shot. There's BC3's down, BC1's down. Everybody's shot up here. Law enforcement, code 3 now up here. Then immediately up here, we've got 2 unresponsive battalion chiefs, gunshot wounds, multiple gunshot wounds.
The horrific ordeal ended about 5 hours later when SWAT teams discovered the lifeless body of the shooter next to his firearm on a popular tourist trail, according to police. On June 30th, the shooter was ID'd by police as Wes Rowley. It was confirmed that a Coeur d'Alene firefighter and a Kootenai County Fire and Rescue member lost their lives in the sudden strike, while a third firefighter was left fighting for life after surgery, but is now in stable condition. Kootenai County Sheriff Robert Norris said in a news conference.
We do believe that the suspect started the fire, and we do believe that it was an ambush and it was intentional.
While police have yet to release any conclusions on Rowley's motive, internet sleuths discovered a shocking coincidence concerning the town's fire department. The deadly incident occurred 24 years to the day of the deliberate burning of the headquarters of the far-right Aryan Nations group in Hayden Lake, just 7 miles from Coeur d'Alene. Aryan Nation leader Richard Butler was forced to sell the site in a bankruptcy sale after being ordered to pay a Native American woman $6.3 million as part of a lawsuit, after the hate group's security guards had opened fire at the woman, Victoria Keenan, when she stepped outside the building with her son in 1998. Keenan bought the dilapidated compound for $95,000 and sold it to a local philanthropist who let the local Coeur d'Alene Fire Department burn it down as part of a training exercise. On June 28th and 29th of 2001, the Coeur d'Alene Fire Department conducted the training exercise, sending the compound into a furious blaze. Now, conspiracy theorists and locals are questioning whether Sunday's incident may have been a revenge attack for the fire department's deliberate burning down of the compound. So far, there is no indication that Rowley had any political motivations or ties to neo-Nazis.
If you found this case as chilling as we did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a new story. We post regularly, diving deep into unsolved mysteries, dark conspiracies, and the cases that still keep investigators up at night. What do you think happened in this case? Drop your theories in the comments. We want to hear your take. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious. This has been Crime and Conspiracy Files.